Yo, Kingdom of Boxing. Just got through watching the Tyson Fury vs Deontay Wilder trilogy press conference. As far as it goes, the press conference was kind of disappointing, more so from Deontay Wilder. He didn't say anything. He came in. He said 4 words. I can't remember what it said. It said a little poem, something about chop off man's head. Something about enough's been said. I'm gonna chop off man's head. There's gonna be something about bloodshed or something like that. Some bullshit. Some cute little poem, you know. Tyson Fury did respond to the poem, but that's all that Deontay Wilder said the whole press conference. After that, he sat down, put his headphones on, like he was listening to music, sat there like nodding away like he's listening to music. He wasn't interested in anything else. Now can I understand why he did that? Maybe so. Why do I think he did that? I think he did that because he feels like Tyson Fury got into his head in the first and second fight, and he doesn't want to do that again in the third fight. And not only that, but because of all the shit that he spoke in the last 2 fights, and also all the excuses he made from the last fight, and what else was there? And obviously the loss and all the questions. He didn't want to know anything. So maybe to keep Tyson Fury out of his mind, but also stay away from all the bullshit he said before the fight, before he lost, and also to stay away from all the bullshit excuses that he made. Stay away from all the questions from that. So I guess that's why he did it. Now, will this benefit him in the fight? Do I think it'll benefit him? No, I don't think it will. Like, in my opinion, like, the best thing to do is to defend yourself. Like, you can't just let somebody take the W like that. Somebody just slaughter you in the press conference. And not only that, but you're putting the headphones on, ignoring it. That's okay. But I know, and everybody else out there knows for a fact, when Deontay Wilder gets home, he's going to watch the press conference. Do you know what I'm saying? There's nothing that Tyson Fury said that he's not going to know. He's going to know everything that was said at that press conference. I don't care who you are, how big you think you are. As men, as human beings, we know for a fact, I know and you know for a fact, when Deontay Wilder gets home, he'll be watching that press conference. Just like when I got home, I'd be watching it if it was me there. So he's going to know everything that Tyson Fury said about him. He's still going to be able to play that mind games with him, just from what he said. But not only that, but Deontay Wilder is not defending himself, which is even worse. So there's going to be a lot of things he would have wished he said in that press conference, and I guarantee one day will regret not speaking in this press conference. Now, as far as Tyson Fury goes, like, he held it down. He said some funny shit. What was it? I can't remember what. He basically responded to Deontay Wilder, said, look, he said all that shit in the last fight, and nothing. And what happened? You know, he got beat up. Also, what else did he say? Yeah, basically, he's saying that this fight is the same. He's going to do him the same, you know what I'm saying? And what was probably the highlight of the press conference was the Malik Scott coming out saying that he got his eardrum bust by Tyson Fury. I don't know why he came out and said that, but he came out, you know, he brought it up, he mentioned it. So Tyson Fury ran with it, you know. Malik Scott mentioned that he sparred Tyson Fury and he got his eardrum burst, and then he couldn't hear, so came back. He couldn't hear, so he had to quit. Then he went back the next day, got his eardrum burst again, and then he had to quit in it. So he said apparently bursting somebody's eardrum is not bragging rights, but I feel like that he lost me there totally, because that's everything. That's all bragging rights. Bursting someone's eardrum if that's not bragging rights, then boxing's not the sport for you, because it's all about bursting someone's eardrum, breaking someone's eye, breaking someone's nose, knocking someone's teeth out, knocking them out cold. Do you know what I'm saying? It's all about that. If it wasn't for that, like, boxing wouldn't be what it is. So Malik Scott lost me totally there when he said that. There's nothing to brag about beating somebody up. Of course it is, especially in boxing. That's what it's all about. Now, now can Malik Scott like make a difference for Deontay Wilder? Tyson Fury doesn't think so. He said that when Deontay Wilder gets out there, he's going to take a couple of shots and he's just going to revert to the old Deontay Wilder, which I probably agree with, which he probably will. But I do believe Deontay Wilder needs a new trainer. I believe Malik Scott can teach him some shit he's not been doing before. I believe he can get him some motivation that he didn't have before. But then again, I do feel like Malik Scott's just a yes man. I really do. I really do believe Deontay Wilder's here for a payday, the last payday. I think he's gonna give it a go. He's gonna try his best to get this W. But if he do, like, I think really and truly, I just think he's here for a last payday. I really do. I don't know why. I forgot what. There was a few reasons that was coming to me, but they're not coming to me at the minute. Always pisses me off after I drop my video. If I listen back to it, I'll be like, "Rah, why didn't I say this or why didn't I say that?" But that's how my mind works, man. What else? Oh yeah, the face-off. That was pretty interesting. They was facing off for like 7 minutes. 7 minutes straight, just staring at each other. Oh, another thing that I wanted to mention, actually, which was really great from Tyson Fury. Lots of mind games I noticed that was brilliant from Tyson Fury. The first one was when Tyson Fury, if you watch the press conference, when Tyson Fury first came out, how did he come out? He came out with his top off, right? He came out with his like pants on but no top on, innit? And if you think about it, when was the last time that Deontay Wilder saw Tyson Fury? I think personally, I think it was in the last time they saw each other was in the ring, the last fight they had, and Tyson Fury didn't have his top on, right? So I think that's like a little game that Tyson Fury tried to play that will bring back memories to Deontay Wilder, seeing that body again, I guess, or just Tyson Fury getting that feeling with his top off, like he's in that fight again, he's dominating him. And do you know what I'm saying? That's like a type of mental edge that I feel like Tyson Fury was playing. I don't know if he like subliminally did it. I can't say that word, but or if he did it on purpose. You know what I'm saying, or whatever. But another great thing that I noticed from Tyson Fury was when Tyson Fury first came out. Not only did he have his top off, but he came out and he jogged all the way past his part of the stage and went over to Deontay Wilder's part of the stage and started. It's like what lions do. Do you know? Dogs do it. What's it called? Do you know when they like mark their pride? Like, do you know when they spray on the wall and shit? I forgot what it's called, man. Like basically mark the territory, innit? So I feel like that's what he did. He went over there, owned it, because a lot of fighters, a lot of people that are nervous, they'll come out and they just sit in the chair, do as they're told. Do you know what I'm saying? And it shows the difference and how comfortable he is and the confident he is. He don't give a fuck, and he knows that he owns Deontay Wilder. He doesn't respect his side. He's not a fear of going on that side and getting close up and personal. You know what I'm saying? Basically, he's got no fear. So yeah, good press conference. The face off, like I said, was long as fuck. They were just stood there staring at each other for time. But there wasn't really, I wouldn't say it's an epic face off, even though it was long as fuck. It was like one of the longest face offs. There wasn't really no back and forwards. There's been lots of face offs, long face offs, but they'd be like saying shit back and forward to each other. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, oh, you're gonna get knocked out, or what happened last fight, or this and that. No, Deontay Wilder sat there still with his headphones on, or stood there, shall I say, still with his headphones on. Tyson Fury stood there staring at him, and they didn't really trade any words. They just stood there for 7 minutes or 6 minutes straight, just staring at each other. A lot of the people let him get on with it. Eventually, about 4 or 5 minutes in, both of the teams started coming in to the circle, so everybody was around him, watching him, and that's when both of the teams started trading words. Deontay Wilder's brother, I think he tried to say something, but I think Tyson Fury's brother then called him a pussy. There's a lot of back and forth going a lot of verbals going back and forth. Each of us calling pussy, you're a bitch, or you this and that, you're a bum, you're getting knocked out. There's all sorts of shit from the teams, but not from Deontay Wilder or Tyson Fury, which was kind of interesting. So what? Overall, what do I think? I do believe Tyson Fury. How can you not believe anything that Tyson Fury says after what he did the last time? Everything he said he was going to do, he did. He's got a great boxing mind. He's got all the confidence, like he says. He's got Deontay Wilder's mojo, his heart, his soul. He's got it all in his pocket. So let's see what Deontay Wilder can come and do. Hopefully, I do think Deontay Wilder will do better this fight than he did last fight. I feel like he's going to be more cautious. He's going to be more respectful. He's going to be, more of a sniper fighter. I feel like he's not going to let his hands go as much. I think he's just going to look for a perfect shot and that sort of thing. But I do feel like Tyson Fury is going to own him. He's going to destroy him. And I do think he'd probably put him into retirement. Do you know what I'm saying? So, but so to play for. Anyone can win this fight still. Do you know what I'm saying? Anybody can still win this fight. I do feel like Tyson Fury will destroy Deontay Wilder. I don't feel like he's going to stop him. Maybe stop him late in championship rounds. I think he might stop him in championship rounds, or maybe it'll go the distance. But I feel like Tyson Fury will win this fight clearly. It will be a domination. Deontay Wilder will take a beating. He won't be the same fighter after this fight. So, but that's how I feel anyway. But let me know how you lot think. Let me know what you think about Deontay Wilder coming out with the headphones on and not listening to and not answering questions. Do you think that's a sign of mental weakness, like Tyson Fury said? Do you feel like that's going to help him in the fight? Do you feel like that's a good thing to do, to block out any Tyson Fury mind games that he could play in? Or do you feel like he should have spoke? And because this is not just a boxing match, but this is entertainment, really. Entertainment's like very important in boxing. Boxing is entertainment, basically. So do you feel like he should have been interacting more? And do you think this, and if you was there, would you have defended yourself, or do you think he should have defended himself? Or do you think it was a good idea to just sit there with headphones on? Also the fact that Tyson Fury's bust Deontay Wilder's eardrum and Malik Scott's eardrum. What do you think about that? Do you think that Deontay Wilder and his team have a chance against Tyson Fury? You guys let me know what you think. Kingdom of Boxing, I'm out. Peace. Yo,